Welcome to Addicted to Real Estate TV. On today's episode, we're going to talk about never buy property in your name. That's right, never buy property, ... in your name. So stick around, I got some great information to share with you.
To say you gotta know somebody, or know somebody to give somewhere these days. To say you know that's alright, yeah that's alright. Cause you know that's alright with me. Yeah, you know that's alright, yeah that's alright. Cause you know that's alright.
Hi, I'm Phil Falcone, your host of Addicted to Real Estate TV. Today's episode was sponsored by Realty Mark 100, where real estate investors can get MLS access. The real thing, MLS access, for only $59 a month. You can check them out at the phone number below or the website below. And it's true. We're not talking about using some realtor's name and email to get access to the MLS. You can become an actual assistant, an unlicensed assistant with Realty Mark 100 and have access to the MLS for only $59 a month. And guess what? No contracts. That's right, you can join up and you can quit in a couple months if you don't think it's worth it. All right, so check them out at the phone number below and the website below. So today I want to talk about you never want to buy property in your name. And that's a mistake that a lot of people have done in their lives, and including me. I used to buy property in my own name for years. And the way that we do that today, the way that I buy properties today, is I buy properties in the name of a trust. And you probably have heard of it, but you really don't know what it is, don't understand it. And the mystery of using trust is going to be slightly touched on in this TV show episode. And then I'm having a meeting that's coming up that you can attend if you're interested in learning more about it. So let me tell you about the mystery of using trust and how it works, okay? It's a little known tool that, only the most savvy investors are actually the ones who utilize it. The gurus of the real estate industry. This is how they hold property in the name of a trust. Typically, they don't hold it in the name of an LLC or in any other kind of entity. Although, you can use an LLC in conjunction with a trust. And I'm going to talk about that at the seminar that I'm having coming up in November. But basically what we do is for each deal we buy, we utilize the trust. So if I buy a property at 123 Oak Lane, I might call it Oak Lane Trust. Oak Lane Trust is the owner of that particular piece of property. And the main reason for doing something like that is if you want to find out, for example, what Phil Falcone owns, and you want to find out like how many buildings I own or how much I'm worth, things like that. Information that typically has to be public in the real estate world, but I don't want it to be public. That's my business, not yours. All right? By owning things in trust, I can spread it out so that I've got hundreds of different trusts. So you're going to have a hell of a time figuring it out. I mean, it's going to make it almost impossible. Okay, so what trusts do is they give you anonymity. Right? Nobody really knows what it is that you own. That's really important in places like Philadelphia. Because what happens in Philadelphia is if you buy all properties in your name, and say you get a lien against one of your properties for $3,000 for trash fines that the city of Philadelphia does all the time, you try to sell or refinance any one of the other properties that you own in your name, and the city will just come after you at settlement, and they have like a lien put against your property, but it's also a lien put against you. And they will come after you for that. So they can lien almost everything with a redundant liening process. Now, I don't know if other cities do that, but Philadelphia does. And if you owned all these properties in individual trusts, well, that could never, ever happen to you. All right? Another thing is privacy. I simply don't want anybody to know what I own. And if I have a partner on a deal, that's none of their damn business either. And when you buy something in Oak Lane Trust, there's a trustee who's in charge of making the decisions for that particular trust. But the beneficiaries is private information. I don't have to share that really with anybody. And the beneficiaries could be 10 of us. It could be just me. It could be me and 3 other people with different percentages, 5%, 10%, 20%, 75%. It's my business. Okay? And you really don't get to see that. So basically what it does for you is it provides you with protection as well. Suppose somebody slips and falls in front of your house and it's a frivolous lawsuit, and most likely the person who did it is a shyster. They're going to go to an attorney and they're going to say, oh, I fell in front of 123 Oak Lane, I want to sue this guy. But the minute the attorney finds out that the property's held in trust, he's going to go back to him and he's going to say, listen, I'm going to need $7,000 in order to take this case, because there's going to have to be all kinds of investigative work to find out who owns this trust before we can even figure out if they have any money, or if they have any equity, if it's even worth going after them. So it protects you in that way because it keeps that frivolous lawsuit from happening. Now, if somebody legitimately gets hurt on your property, then an attorney will take that case, and the attorney will find a judge who will make you show up and prove who it is that owns this property. And that certainly can happen in a serious lawsuit. It protects you from the frivolous ones, okay? There's lots of other things that I'm going to be teaching at this seminar. The seminar is going to happen on November 17th, and I'm going to be holding it in Warrenton, Pennsylvania. It's a $99 charge to come to the seminar. It's going to be from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And what I'm going to be teaching here is something that nobody teaches, okay? Very, very few people in the country teach how to use trust to buy real estate. One of my mentors, who is since left this earth, used to have seminars on this, and this is something that people have been asking me to do for years, and me and my partner Jeremy Ricci are going to be putting on this class. Let me emphasize something for you right now, so I hope you're listening. There's a lot of things that I teach people that have a minor effect on your success. Always an effect, okay? But I have had many seminars where I teach something that will have a minor effect on your success in life. This is something of the utmost importance, okay? That's why I'm charging $99 for it, because it's worth $999. And trust me that when you learn this technique, you will not buy property any other way. You want to be at this seminar. You absolutely want to be here. It is probably one of the most important meetings, seminars I've ever put on. And you want to make sure you book a seat for it, because a particular hall I'm having this in Warrenton, I have about 106 seats in the place. And I don't know, I just announced it this morning, and I've already noticed there's like 20-something people already signed up for it. Make sure you get your name on this list. Make sure you go to the seminar, because I don't know when I'm going to do it again. I might not do it again for a couple more years. So I emphasize to you it's incredibly important. Some other quick bullet points of some things I'm going to teach people. I'm going to teach people how to use the right trustee, how to choose the right trustee to be the trustee for a trust, okay? And I'm going to talk about how you can use an out-of-state trustee to give you even additional protection. So if a lawyer really decides he wants to come after you and he finds out the trustee's in another state, oh my, it gets very complicated, okay? I want to teach you how you can do this on other property, okay? Not just real estate, but you can buy a dog in a trust. You can buy a boat in a trust. You can buy a lot of different things in a trust. I want to teach you about how you can, if you're using IRA, if you have an IRA and you're and working with private investors that are giving you money from IRAs, how you can get checkbook control of an IRA for that individual, and how you can segregate liens by using the trust. So there's so many things that you need to know. It's November 17th at Warrenton, Pennsylvania. The address is below. The link to the website is below where you want to sign up for this thing. And hurry, folks, because this ain't a sales pitch when I tell you to hurry. You want to get your name on this thing and get your name on it fast, okay? I'm Phil Falcone from Addicted to Real Estate. I want to show you my book, Addicted to Real Estate, Why I Can't Stop and Why You Should Start. I want to tell you something about me. First of all, I give out a ton of free information for real estate investors, and I do that through this TV show. Give me your name and email address at addictedtorealestate.com, and I'm going to give you all kinds of free information like I just did on this TV show for free, okay? And then I have other ways that are cheap. Like if you want to really learn something amazing, give me $20 and I'm going to give you this amazing book where I documented 23 years of my experience in the real estate business. And this is not some boring how to do real estate investing book. Who the hell wants to read that? That's boring. I'm telling you good stories about how I actually did it. Where you stand behind my shoulder, where I make one crazy real estate deal after another. And you learn as you go through the whole process with me. How I found the buildings, what I said, what I did, what I negotiated, how I put the deals together. I share with you intimate secrets of a real estate investor, okay? Addicted to Real Estate, Why I Can't Stop and Why You Should Start. Make sure you pick up a copy of the book. Make sure you sign up for my real estate meetings. You go to meetup.com and join my group. It's called Addicted to Real Estate. And you can join that and you can check out these meetings. And I've even got people flying in for this trust meeting. So, I mean, people are coming in from all over the country for this thing. If you're a local person in the Philadelphia area, you got to be damn crazy not to sign up for this thing. and 99 bucks, big deal. I've also got some other more advanced products if you're interested in learning about how to buy real estate with none of your own money, without the support of banks, and get to keep the properties and sometimes even get paid to buy them, then you want to pick up a copy of my Buyer's Briefcase, and I'll be sharing that with people at all of the meetings that I have and all of the TV shows that I do. I usually mention it. It's an amazing product where you can buy. Imagine if you could get paid to buy houses, all right, using none of your own money, and you don't have to go to a bank and deal with the crap that they give you. I hate banks, okay, and all serious investors typically do. All right, I'm Phil Falcone from Addicted to Real Estate, and thanks for watching today's message.